Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video is a bit different. On one hand, I'm trying out new content to see what it is you guys like, and on the other hand, I feel like I owe to this region to present it at its best and not just film the videos with one video is filmed here, the other one there, and I'm mentioning some geographical terms like Brittany, like Finistère, like Morbihan, and you just have no idea where these things are. So this video is going to be kind of geography video with basic facts about Brittany. It will be named part 1 so that I can have maybe part 2, 3 and so on. We will see how you guys react to it and whether you like it or not, and that will mean for me, do I film some other parts or not? For sure it will not go one after another. I'm not going to bore you with videos just with facts, but let's dig into it. Let's start by positioning it. So let's zoom out a bit. Bear with me here. This will be important for your general knowledge. France, beautiful, lovely France, is divided into 18 regions. There are 13 regions which belong to so-called metropolitan France, and the metropolitan France is a continental France. That's what we in Europe know as France, together with the island of Corsica. So all in all, you have 13 regions there. The other 5 regions belong to the outer seas. That includes Mayotte, Réunion, French Guiana, Martinique, and Guadeloupe. All good? France is also divided into departments. Departments are much smaller than regions, and therefore you have many more departments. You have exactly 101 departments, counting those lovely 5 that we mentioned before that belong to the outer seas. The Brittany, as a region, is located in a far northwest corner of the France. In its borders, Brittany contains 4 departments. And when we talk about division of Brittany, we're going to talk through these 4 departments. That's how we're going to divide Brittany itself. Let's have a look together on it. So let's start from the north. From the north we have a region of Côte d'Armor. It has a funny name. Côte in French language means coast. Armor is an old Breton word which means by the sea. So we can translate it as a kind of coast by the sea, which is funny. It's kind of like coast of coasts. Its capital, because each department has its capital actually, it's called Saint-Brieuc. Continuing clockwise, we are entering the department called Ille-et-Vilaine. Those are the names of the 2 rivers, Ille and Vilaine, that have their confluence in the city of Rennes. Rennes, by the way, is also the capital of the Ille-et-Vilaine, but the capital of Brittany itself. It's a capital of the region. Rennes is also the biggest city of the region. And continuing on the south coast, we have the region of Morbihan, which has its own capital, Vannes, which is a beautiful city. And last but not least, for me the most important one, Finistère. Again, funny name, because if you're familiar with any kind of Latin-based language and you divide fini et terre as 2 words, you will get the meaning of end of land. And this department was given this name long before the France was even divided into departments. This was an old name for this part specifically. It's because it lies where it is. It's at the end. And this is not me just saying, this is the end of the world. Even them between themselves and just in general when they're speaking, they're considering this part, end of the world. And when it comes to the area, a little bit, just tiny bit of bothering you with numbers. The complete surface area of Brittany is 27,208 square kilometers. Better to compare it with something. Let's compare it with another European country, Belgium. Belgium is or around 30,000 square kilometers, so pretty much there. Compare a bit this situation with situation of population. On one hand, you have a Belgium that has 11.5 million people, and you have Brittany, so we say pretty much the same size, that has only 3,400,000 people. Now the part that probably is the nicest to you all, because all the beautiful photos and all the beautiful video comes from this, it's the landscape. The landscape of Brittany can seem a bit undramatic at first. To start with the base of it, the landmass that is Brittany is the old Armoric Massif, which occupies the whole area of Brittany, and it spreads also in Normandy, which is a side, and the Loire region. These are magmatic, therefore volcanic rock, old magmatic, volcanic, and metamorphosized rocks. They don't have a lot of sediments on it, and actually they have been quite eroded, so you will see a lot of that in the landscape, like rocks just sticking out, sharp rocks, pointy rocks here and there sticking out. That's what's characteristic for the landscape here. But what you will not find is high mountains. You will not find mountains, gorges, canyons, steep hills, nothing like that. The highest point of the whole Brittany lies actually in our department of Finistère, on so-called Monts mountains. You can see from the name, but the highest point is only 385 meters, and a hike is a beautiful hike, but as you can see, there's not much drama happening there. The view, however, from there, it's beautiful because you are on the top of Brittany. You can have a lovely view over nearby city of Brest. You can see even the sea on one side. But the rest of the region is just going to be mainly hills. There is a lot of greenery here, so everything is green. Again, mainly the green you see are fields. Forests, not so much. Forests here are more like islands. From there to there you will see them. It's lovely to walk through the forests here. What is the quality of Brittany? It's definitely the sea, actually the coast. The coast of Brittany, I think, is the best quality in landscape that this region has. If we look again at the whole France, it's an enormous country and therefore it has a very long coastline, but 1/3 of the whole coastline of France belongs to this small region. Yep, this coast is really rugged coast, and you will not see a straight coastline in Brittany. The coast again changes as well. It's mainly rocks and here and there cliffs. That changes, of course. If you start from the south, from Morbihan, you will have very dramatic coast, very steep cliffs. Come on to our lovely Finistère, you will find mainly rocky coast. Basically, you will see you have groups of rocks which are separated by the long sandy beaches. To give you a kind of an example of how the coast in Finistère looks like, you can go to, if you haven't seen my previous video, which is just a morning in a seaside town of Concarneau, I'm gonna leave a link here and you can go and check it out. and see how it looks like. One of the great examples of it is going to be this one, which is the very famous beach of La Torche. This is the top place for surfing in Brittany. It's a very long beach, but as you can see on the side, it actually it's kind of bordered with and separated from other beach, which is on the other side, by the formation of rocks. And this continues like this for a while. In the middle of Finistère, we have a beautiful peninsula called Crozon, which again is characterized by cliffs and high coast. It has amazing small beaches, caves, hidden coves, great for either hiking or kayaking or any kind of adventure sport. This is where we're gonna stop for now. I think I gave you a bit of information, but not too much, so that you know where things are, and that in the future, if you keep on following my videos and I keep on referring to places and names, you will have a bit of a feeling where things are. And I hope I did justice to the region that I call home.